EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's another carry for Harris. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pick it now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! Najee Harris from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, here we go.
And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Harris on the draw. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Pickett now from the gun here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 44, Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their game right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll run again with Harris. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Pickett. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And some room to work. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw, Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes out left to Dotson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. T.J. Watt from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 48 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Harris. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 127 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Harris. It's a room to maneuver. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they call a run on 3rd and a mile. Not only do they convert, but they tack on some yards at the end of it, too.
They went against what anyone would think would be a tendency, which is you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and a mile, right? But instead they decide to run the football because sometimes what you get is a defense is playing a little bit lighter. A lot of extra defensive backs, and they're loosened up for the pass. They found some running room and really converted.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So many memories that I made on Cascade Road.